In the mid-19th century, John Pierpont Morgan, a determined visionary born into privilege, realized that the world was on the brink of incredible industrial and financial transformation. America was growing. Revolutions in railways, steel, and electricity were reshaping the economy, and competition was fierce. His ambition? To turn chaos into opportunity and use precision strategy to engineer financial order. With a foundation laid in the banking house Peabody and Commerce, J.P. Morgan learned the art of facilitating international finance. Yet, it was his bold leap toward consolidation and structuring that skyrocketed his prominence, leading us to the groundbreaking move that would cement J.P. Morgan's legacy forever. The year 1907. The financial markets were trembling. The panic of 1907 caused banks to collapse, stocks to tumble, and businesses to falter. Amid the chaos, J.P. Morgan did something unthinkable. He single-handedly orchestrated a bailout for the U.S. economy, bringing titanic institutions and key players together in his Manhattan library to stabilize the banking system. Imagine the audacity of pulling together millions of dollars in days, all without a central Federal Reserve, which didn't yet exist. This moment solidified his reputation not just as a banker, but as the protector of economic stability. But what made J.P. Morgan more than a historical hero? His strategies. Morgan understood synergy like no one else. He was the architect of mergers and acquisitions, revolutionizing the way companies scaled. Take, for instance, the historic creation of U.S. Steel in 1901. At the time, steel was the backbone of industrial America, and Morgan foresaw untapped potential in its unification. By managing the acquisition of Andrew Carnegie's steel empire and forming U.S. Steel, Morgan created the first-ever billion-dollar corporation. This move wasn't about growth for growth's sake. It was about creating monopolistic power for efficiency, stability, and long-term wealth generation. Morgan's philosophy: scale is stability. But he didn't stop there. J.P. Morgan & Co.'s commitment to innovation wasn't just monetary. It was technological. He formed alliances with the likes of Thomas Edison, pouring investment into the birth of electrical infrastructure. Without J.P. Morgan, the dream of lighting up American cities might have remained a fantasy for years longer. These visionary moves catapulted J.P. Morgan & Co. into becoming not just a bank, but a fulcrum of modern progress. Yet, Morgan's impact wasn't confined to the boardrooms or balance sheets. He also understood reputation. Public trust was as valuable as gold. Morgan instituted revolutionary transparency measures, ensuring that investors, not just insiders, had confidence in his financial dealings. Transparency created trust. Trust created loyalty. These aren't mere historical footnotes. Fast forward to today, and J.P. Morgan Chase remains a financial giant, serving millions across the globe with strategies rooted in those same timeless principles: innovation, scale, and trust. So, what are the lessons from J.P. Morgan's storied rise? First, during crisis, bold leadership and calculated decision-making can turn challenges into legacies. Second, investing in cutting-edge innovation doesn't just pay dividends, it reshapes industries. And lastly, trust in your vision, your partnerships, and your public is the most priceless currency of all. Here's the bottom line. J.P. Morgan wasn't just a man with a vision. He was a craftsman of global finance, a strategist who saw beyond numbers to shape the future. And even now, more than a century after his passing, the company that bears his name continues to dominate because it mirrors his sharp instincts and forward-thinking approach. Want to uncover more stories of iconic companies and visionaries who redefined industries? Hit that subscribe button, explore our playlist of extraordinary case studies, and get ready to take the next step in your own journey of innovation and mastery. Because if J.P. Morgan taught us anything, it's that the right strategy can truly change the world.